What's up, Dunk Squad? It's Wank Dunkin, No Vision Dunkin, and we're back with episode 14 of the WWE 2K22 Realistic Universe Mode NXT. Going over tonight's card to start things off, we're not waiting for the NXT TakeOver pay-per-view. We're doing the women's title match tonight. It will be Ember Moon, the number one contender, Ember Moon, taking on the NXT Women's Champion, Raquel Gonzalez Rodriguez. Next match after that, we have Wild Aichner prepping themselves for their NXT Tag Team title match at the next NXT TakeOver pay-per-view. Next after that, we have Dominic Mysterio taking on SmackDown's own and number one contender for Dominic's father, Rey Mysterio's WWE Universal title at SummerSlam, Kalisto. After that, we have Wesley taking on Mustafa Ali, continuing their little rivalry they got going on. And then in the main event, another rivalry that's been brewing. Dexter Lumis, Pete Dunne. Only this time, no holds barred. Before we start the show, though, before I forget, let's go over tonight's power rankings. Number one, we have Marcel Barthel coming in at number one, representing Imperium. Number two, we have the North American champion who defeated Kyle O'Reilly on the last episode, Cedric Alexander. Next, we have Grand Metalik representing Lucha House Party. Next, we have the NXT Cruiserweight champion representing Legado del Fantasma. As y'all saw, they made their debut on SmackDown with Zelina Vega in real life. Coming in at number four. And then at number five, we have the NXT UK Women's Champion, Kaylee Ray, a.k.a. Alba Fire. But with all that being said, let's start the show.
It is the show that has changed superstars' lives. This is NXT. The future is here, and the future is now.
So we're going to start with the NXT Women's title match, Ember Moon versus Raquel Gonzalez for the NXT Women's Championship. Now, it was weeks ago that Ember Moon became the number one contender, and we felt like she's been waiting too damn long to get her shot at the title. Why wait another week or two for the NXT pay-per-view? We could just do it tonight on episode 14.
Now this is how you make an entrance.
Ember Moon ready to go to war with Raquel for the NXT Women's Championship belt.
You can thank Hall of Famer Booker T for much of Ember Moon's success. The first competitor to ever win both the women's title and women's tag team titles in NXT.
Looking to become a two-time NXT Women's Champion. Will we see a title change here at the start of episode 14 for NXT?
A massive presence in the women's division.
No one's been able to take that title off of Raquel's waist. She defeated the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Shotzi and Tegan Nox, both. She's knocked off every single competitor that's came in front of her. But tonight she faces a former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, a former NXT Women's Champion like Michael Cole and Corey and Byron said earlier. Ember Moon is all of that. But I bet she can't do that right there, flexing them back muscles like Raquel Gonzalez Rodriguez. Two last names. Raquel, two names, two last names.
Introducing the challenger from Dallas, Texas, Ember.
I mean, ring announcer, we just introduced him during the entrances. During the entrances, like, do we really need this again?
From Rio Grande Valley, Texas.
I've already been thinking about firing some referees on certain shows. Should we get rid of your ass and put you in the unemployment line?
A title coveted by legends and hungry young talent alike. Ember Moon here has had quite the change in attitude and mindset as of late. That's right.
And Ember Moon starting off with a super kick to the face of Raquel. But Raquel able to quickly recover.
Because she is Ember Moon. Moon certainly has a newfound confidence that comes with her undeniable in-ring talent. Ember should look good in this one. And with Raquel Gonzalez, I mean, just look at her. You are looking at size and strength personified. And she has absolutely no problem pushing her weight around when the time comes. Yeah, that time has come again once more, Corey. Look into Gonzalez's eyes. She clearly has bad intentions here tonight.
And the chops right to the chest area. Raquel Gonzalez. Ember Moon looking to eclipse the NXT Women's Champion here tonight.
She's studied and well-versed in her in-ring knowledge. Byron, what's up? We are about to find out. Oh, my goodness. It's locked in. And the ropes break this one up. Great ring awareness there. Climbing to the top rope. From the top.
Big elbow drop from the top rope, and that might be it.
Into the pin attempt.
Look at the referee. Look at the position he's in. Why would he get right behind? Raquel's behind. That boy think he's sneaky.
The challenger's looking shaken. Ember gets her back. Boot to the face. This combo is out of this world, Cole.
Ember with the combo going for the cover. Referee in another great position with Raquel's leg up. I got to get rid of this guy. I got to put another referee on the show. He's taking advantage of his job. In an eclipse this early. No, Raquel able to kick out. I thought we were going to crown a new NXT Women's Champion in what would have been called maybe a squash match. Hasn't even been 5 minutes. But the champion showing why she has been the NXT Women's Champion.
Targeting the arm to great effect. Moon really heating up here. Moon is firmly in the driver's seat. Ooh, accurate roundhouse. Gonzalez saves herself. Ember with some agility. Butterfly suplex. And that'll be a rope break right there. What a hit from Ember Moon. Those last hits rattled the champ. Not a bad place to be in, but the longer this goes, the more trouble a superstar.
And another combo from Ember Moon. And the champion is in trouble.
Moon has an opening.
And now Ember with a cross-face-like submission. Will Raquel. Yes, Raquel. She tapped. Ember Moon is the new NXT Women's Champion, and she dominated.
Here is your winner, and the new NXT Women's Champion, Ember Moon. What a shift into the tides.
We gave Ember Moon the early opportunity to get her title shot tonight, and she took advantage of that. Ember Moon has eclipsed Raquel Gonzalez Rodriguez and is your new two-time NXT Women's Champion. Congratulations, shout out, and salute to Ember Moon. Shocking. Next match, we have Wild versus Eichner. Let's see who wins that one. We're going to simulate that, and it will be Imperium's Eichner defeating Wild. Legado del Fantasma's Wild. Can't wait for that tag team match at the next NXT TakeOver pay-per-view. Next, we have SmackDown's Kalisto making a visit here to NXT, taking on Dominic Mysterio. We are going to simulate that, and the winner will be Kalisto. I think Dominic has lost to every member of Lucha House Party. The next match, which out of these two, I was debating which one we should watch or maybe play. I still am on the fence. I'm going to go with the main event just because of it being a no-holds-barred match. So we're going to simulate Wesley versus Mustafa Ali, and it is going to be Mustafa Ali. I think Wesley won their first encounter, so I think they one-upped each other, and their potential rivalry is still going. But we're going to hop into the main event. Dexter Lumis versus the NXT champion, Pete Dunne. No holds barred. These two guys faced off a couple of weeks ago. Dexter Lumis making Pete Dunne submit, getting his revenge, making him tap out. But tonight, no holds barred as they get prepared for their triple threat title match at the next NXT pay-per-view. It will be Dexter Lumis finally getting his rematch for his NXT championship that he lost to Pete Dunne, against Pete Dunne, but also against the man that defeated Pete Dunne in a non-title match and never got his one-on-one title match because this guy, Dexter Lumis, returned and ruined it. So it will be a triple threat between Lumis, Grimes, and Dunne at the next NXT TakeOver. And what a run it's been for Dexter Lumis. Mr. Money in the Bank, cashing in his Money in the Bank same night to win the Universal Championship at the same time holding the NXT title. And now Dexter probably looking to make Pete Dunne the Bruiserweight tap out again. And he can put any type of hold he wants on the NXT champion because no holds are barred.
Here comes the Bruiserweight.
I was just about to say the same thing. Here comes the Bruiserweight. Championship strap in his mouth, now in his hand. The brawling brute, Pete Dunne. Looking to avenge his submission loss from the last time he stepped foot in the ring with Dexter 2 belts, former Dexter 2 belts.
One-on-one match with no rules, no regulations. It is quite simply no holds barred. And these two fit the stipulation to a T, Cole. I expect plenty of brutality tonight.
And look at Pete Dunne working on that arm of Dexter Lumis. The same, I almost said Lucius. The same arm that Dexter used to choke out Pete Dunne. So, biting his fingers even though he has the gloves on, but we're trying to weaken that arm so he can't lock in that submission hold. Great strategy from the NXT champion. And continuing to bite the hand of Dexter Lumis. These two really don't like it. And for a third time, the Bruiserweight, the Brawling Brute. And a fourth time biting the fingers of Dexter Lumis with those O.J. Simpson-like black gloves.
Capitalizes on Dunn's mistake. Carefully placed stomp to the arm. Here we go.
Lumis from the top with a leg drop.
From way up high. You don't hear Corey. Looking to apply pressure. It's not embarrassed. Slipping right underneath. And just like that, he's out of the hold. Strong takedown. Really just laying it in. Knew what was coming there. Here's it coming. How in the world did he kick out of that? Not getting a two.
And Lumis able to break out before the count of one. And Pete Dunne strategically still working on that hand and arm of Dexter Lumis.
Dissect his opponent. Just like he's doing here. Taking his time. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Inflicting pain at will. My friends, we have reached. Lumis looks out of it.
And that could be it for Dexter. Pete Dunne.
Big win for the Bruiserweight.
What is up with these one-sided matches?
Your winner, the Bruiserweight.
It's just one of those nights. But Pete Dunne getting some revenge against Dexter Lumis, biting his fingers and all,
For the man's
showing why he's the Bruiserweight, showing why he is the Brawling Brute, showing why he is your NXT World Champion. That'll wrap it up for episode 14 of NXT in this Realistic Universe mode. But we do have another show right after, which is the live events. Still can't believe Ember Moon won in that fashion. But we're moving on to the next show, which is the live events. I need to do more of a better job of prepping for these because I have to get here and edit mostly all of the matches. And they always tend to pin SmackDown. Look at this. It's Raw versus SmackDown. SmackDown versus Raw. Raw versus SmackDown. SmackDown versus SmackDown. Okay. And then you got SmackDown versus Raw again. So we have to go in manually and change damn near all of these. I'm fine with Los Lotharios being there. I'm fine with New Day being there. So let's do, let's do New Day and renew their little rivalry they had once with Austin Theory. Got his first name back. And Omos. Let's do that. The next match, I might just keep like one person from every single match. So we got Mickie James. You know what? Let's do Toni Storm. Let's do Toni Storm versus Lacey Evans. They were both involved in a 6-women's tag team match a couple of episodes ago on SmackDown. So we do Toni Storm versus Lacey Evans. Damian Priest. Let's have him go up against Keith Lee. They fought each other on the last episode of SmackDown. And I want to see where things can go from there. So let's do Keith Lee versus Damian. Two guys trying to get into that main event picture of SmackDown. We also have AJ Styles, who has openly challenged The Undertaker at SummerSlam. Let's see, against Sheamus. Let's do Finn Balor versus Sheamus. They faced off before. Let's do Finn Balor versus Sheamus. I'm fine with that. And then in the main event, John Morrison, the Intercontinental Champion. They have Sami Zayn. Lost the edge. Let's change this one entirely. Let's get Baron Corbin. No, let's do Bobby Lashley. And let's have him take on Sami Zayn. Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn in the main event. And let's save the card, simulate all the matches as we have Omos and Theory. They get the win over New Day. Lacey Evans gets the win over Toni Storm. Damian Priest beats Keith Lee. Bearcat Lee. Finn Balor. We saw how he, most of you guys didn't get a chance to see because it got copyrighted. Finn Balor defeated Brock Lesnar in an upset. And then Bobby Lashley defeats Sami Zayn in the main event. Well, that'll wrap it up for episode 14 of NXT in this Realistic Universe mode. Until the next episode.